It's for the back curtain. We used a piece of Reflectix. This is just going to be the outside. I did some spray adhesive on the Reflectix, laid this on it, put magnets in the corners, and then sewed around, and it kind of looked bad, but yeah. And then we're going to take this fabric on this side and sew it on, and then we'll be able to have a curtain for the back window that's not as lousy as the other one was.
Yeah, so this will be what you see from the outside, and then we're going to do this fabric, which we've been doing for all the other curtains. We're gonna put it on the inside, so we'll still see that on the inside. But yeah, this is the fabric we've been using for all of our curtains. It's like a fleece, so it's really soft. It is kind of strange for curtains, but the old ones were also sort of a velvety fleece. I don't know if I'd call this fleece, but I don't know, it's fuzzy-ish kind of. It feels more like velvet, but I just really like the pattern, and because it is fleece, it will insulate as well, and it blacks out the light too, which is kind of cool. To make the curtains, we got about 6 yards of fabric. I really only needed like 5.05, but just to be safe, I got 6 yards of fabric. I also got a couple boxes of tracking, which they do sell on Amazon, but I ended up buying some at a Camping World store. And I got 2 boxes because that's all they had, because I intended on replacing these for all of the curtains. But what we ended up doing was just taking the old tracks off, because they still work just fine. They're a little brittle, but and it's a little tedious ripping all the thread off to get them off of the old curtains. But it's definitely worth it, because we would have ended up having to buy like 8 of these boxes, I think 7 or 8 of these, and these are like $10 a piece. So I mean, yeah, 70-80 bucks, but that 70-80 bucks we could buy, you know, really nice fabric with, which we did.
So it magneted on really, really well.
Nice.
I suppose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they snap on like crazy. I was gonna say, I suppose putting one right there would have helped.
But it's just gonna be up to block out light, right?
Oh yeah, it should actually fit on a lot better than I thought it would. So then from the outside.
Oh yeah, that looks like curtains.
Yep.
So these are the curtains I've finished. I really like them. They turned out really good. So this is them closed in the front, the 2 front curtains, and then there's a curtain for the side doors here. So I like them. I think they turn out really well. I didn't even realize it, but because it's light outside, and it kind of brightens up the little pinkish, peach colored parts of the fabric, which is kind of cool. Almost looks like it's lit up or something, but yeah, turned out really good. I'm not a professional sewer at all. I don't even think I'm that good, so I think anybody could do this, honestly. If you have a sewing machine, you could do it. And this is them all folded up, nicely tucked away. We're still gonna create some kind of strap to hold them back a little bit, because they do stick out a little bit. And this one too, we ended up actually moving the track from down here to up here, because where the track originally was, it was so hard to get past this area. This part sticks out a little bit. So it was really hard to get it past, and it would just wear on the tracks so much more than they already are. I mean, these are the old tracks. Yeah, and moving it up actually matched it to the height of these ones here.
So when you pull the boat, they're the same length.
So yeah, and I'll close this one, show you. Now these are the same length, whereas before this one was a little bit longer. That one was a little bit longer. So now they're the same length. That was unplanned, but kind of cool.
It just looks better too.
Yeah.
Like a handle and a seatbelt.
Looks much more uniform with them all being the same length.
Yeah.
And it closes just so easy now. Whereas before, you kind of get stuck here, and then it would get stuck here, and then eventually you'd get there, but it was just more work, and it didn't really make sense.
There was no shit handle like right above that plastic.
Yeah, there was a handle right here, which we removed, and it was there because there used to be a seat right here. So we figured we didn't really need the handle anymore, and it's just getting in the way, so we took that out.
And then we got the backup camera installed yesterday, which is awesome. So you can actually see what's going on when you back up. So
yeah, that's nice.
And then I took this out of my car.
Oh yeah.
We got to get him hung up once we get the rear view mirror back in.
I made that for Richard
For my Jeep.
a couple years ago for his Jeep. And just a little jelly. What's his name?
I don't remember. Gus?
Samson?
Probably.
One of those. Oh.
Fairy lights in last night.
Yeah, we got the fairy lights in, so those guys are up.
They look a lot cooler at night.
Oh yeah. The fairy lights all up there. All around.
Yep. And then we got some RGB lights that we're gonna put in here. Some LED strip lights that are gonna go inside of there on both sides. And then there, when we turn them on, the whole ceiling will glow. We were messing around with it last night, and the whole ceiling glowed like all the way to like right here. So
Yeah.
then you
is
could
cool.
just, yeah, whatever color you want. Just mood lighting, I guess.
We replaced the front of the refrigerator.
Oh yeah, it used to be a.
It was basically this fabric here. So we got this, it's supposed to be like chalkboard.
Yeah, it's a chalkboard on this side, and then if you unscrew these two screws and turn it around, it's actually a whiteboard.
Yeah.
So then it would. I did it though, and this just looks a lot better, especially since the writing on the Dometic is black. I tried it with white, and it just didn't seem right. And I turned it around to black, and it seemed way better.
Yeah. And I kind of like the idea of a little chalkboard. I think it looks kind of cool. These side windows here. That one there. I just bought curtains and was going to make them all out of that, and they were just kind of cream colored curtains because I was like, I just wanted it to be subtle, nothing too out there, but we realized we didn't really like them. They were kind of bland, boring looking, and I was like, oh, we're making this our own little place. We should have patterns and colors and prints, and not be afraid to use those. So this is the original curtains we bought. So, and I think we're gonna keep this window one up because it's actual like curtain material, so it might be a little bit easier to clean the stains off of. And this being the kitchen area, it's right by the sink and the stove, so, and they might get a little bit messy, so we're just gonna leave that one there, and it kind of breaks up the continuous pattern all around, makes it its own little area, so we're gonna keep that one there. But I'm gonna do the pattern on these two back windows, the pattern fabric on these two for the curtains. So we'll finish that up. One of the back curtains. out really well. This is the one that we just have magnets on, and it just snaps right into place.
Big. That's crazy.
And yeah, this is what it looks like from the outside. It's just white. It's the old curtains that we were going to do all of the curtains with, but that'll do for the outside. But yeah, what do you think?
I think it's awesome.
That was really hard to sew.
Magnet?
Not because of the magnets, because I didn't give myself enough room when cutting. So some of it I had like half an inch, and it was just not enough to sew, but I made it work. I mean,
Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about.
it's not perfect, but
No.
it's hard to sew something so big.
Well, and with those really strong magnets that are on it, makes it way more difficult.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's freaking so perfect.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. And it looks so nice just with the other curtains in here. It just goes together so well. It's starting to look like a little home.
Now what we need to do is wrap these